Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Global Racing Network. Apologies to everyone who joined our very brief first stream. We had some technical problems with the lobby due to a couple of penalty systems on the game not quite working during the first run, so we're now going to go again. As just a quick reminder, it is a different format here for the Pro Am Formula Racing League EU Division tonight. It's the final round of the season, so we've got a one-shot qualifying, then a 5-lap sprint race, and then the 25% normal race as usual. So 2 quick races to look forward tonight. Hopefully it should be a good one as you just wait for the final cars to load in, and we'll be underway here under the lights in Abu Dhabi. It should be a good one. There's going to be plenty of action out on track. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. It seems okay at my end at the minute, so it's always a good sign. So wait for the countdown, just creeping into the 10-second mark now, and then we will be underway. So we head out of the last corner and on to the lap. Hopefully everyone is going to be okay this time. It seems like everyone is pushing this time, so I don't think we have got any issues with penalties. That is somebody out already. EU Nomina is spun down at turn 1. Noof Squid is out as well already. But it's New Jersey Ananas leading the way. His teammate IRL Dundee not far behind him at all. Make their way down the back straight. DRS open for New Jersey Ananas. Glitch Kobos not far behind, neither is Magnum. They are going to be jostling for position, and Big Boy is in there as well. He's actually just lost a little bit of time on exit there. And IRL Dundee is the second casualty of qualifying. He is out, and he's going to be starting behind Noof Squid at the back of the field. Make their way through the complex. That'll be a sweeping left-hander for this weekend's race in the main Formula 1. It's a lot different than the old circuit that we're driving here. The new circuit's a lot more flowing, and also down into turn 5. The chicane at turn 5 no longer exists. It's straight into that hairpin. Now, as they come across the line, New Jersey Ananas takes pole position. Magnum is alongside him in P2 with a 1:35.6. Big Boy's P3. Benny is P4. Brian van der Berg is P5. Finn King is P6. Eat My Dust P7. Amomina is going to be P8. And Phil Potts will come home for P9 if he gets across the line. And does so. So that's the end of qualifying. Very interesting. New Jersey Ananas leading the way as we head into the sprint race. Guys, stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly for the race. Welcome back, guys, to the Global Racing Network. We're about to get underway for the sprint race here in the Pro-Am Formula Racing League. Like I say, it's a slightly different format tonight for the final round of the season. So we're about to go green here in Abu Dhabi for the sprint race. The lineup on the grid, the 5 red lights are on here in Abu Dhabi. It's the final round of the season and it's lights out and away we go, and it's a good getaway from New Jersey Ananas. Magnum pulls him behind him and Benny's going to be in front into third place by the exit of turn 1. He gets ahead. Big Boy is second, fourth, Brian van der Berg is P5. There's a little bit of battling. That's Amomina off the road going down towards the chicane. He's got the round the outside of the Haas of Glitch Kobos. There's a bit of contact in the middle. That's between him and Cool Guy, and that is Philpott out of the race. He has gone into the wall on the exit, and Amomina is around as well at the back, so we've lost Philpott already in this race. That is going to be him at the back of the grid for the main event, as New Jersey Ananas still leads the way. Into the chicane they go for the first time. Magnum still with him. Benny's going to have all the defending to do as well between the two of them, as they bump draft each other down the reserve pit straight, support pit straights should I say, and into the chicane they go. Like I say, he's now a sweeping left-hander rather than that chicane for the actual race this season. Made our way down towards the hotel section for the first time. And Magnum just staying within touching distance. There's a little bit of a train forming behind Brian van der Berg at the minute, which has got Thinking Nade behind him. Glitch Kobos and IRL Dundee also trying to scrap it out as well. It looks like Glitch Kobos might try and make a move on Thinking here, down into turn 1. Can't quite get it done on that occasion. And who's that DNF? That is Magnum out, and that is a huge accident on the exit of the corner. Thinking Nade, Glitch Kobos and Magnum all out at the same turn 3. We've seen a lot of victims claim there recently. So Thinking Nate, Glitch Kogos and Magnum all to the back of the grid for the main race itself, as New Jersey Ananas still leads the way. Obviously no safety cars in this one, but that was a huge accident. It looks like just Glitch Kobos and Thinking Nate just got crossed over each other there, did not give each other room, and it's cost them their race as they make their way down the back straight once again into the chicane. New Jersey Ananas pulling a 2.2 second gap now to Benny, and that is Brian van der Berg making the pass on IRL Dundee there. That's a very good move, but IRL will try and fight it back if he can. Is he going to have a go down into the corner? There's a little bit of contact between the two of them, and they've got crossed over each other, and that is Brian van der Berg and IRL Dundee crashing out just before the hotel section. Bit of contact, that might be one for the stewards room later tonight. It definitely looked like IRL Dundee went in deep, and that's Benny off the road as well. In the final corner, that is him going to be pitting for a new front wing, which means New Jersey Ananas is running away at the front. Big Boy is now all the way up into P2 after only qualifying, I think it was P4 or 5 on the grid he qualified. So this has been a very good sprint race for him, as he makes his way. IRL Dundee has decided after that incident his day is done, and he will be going to the back of the grid for the main race. They made their way into the chicane once again. Big Boy still holding the gap, still trying to close that gap as much as he can to New Jersey Ananas. He's only going to have 2 laps, well, 2 and a bit laps to do it at best. If he's going to close this gap down to New Jersey Ananas, maybe make a pass to try and get on pole position. To make their way once again down towards the final corner. New Jersey Ananas, you just saw him in the distance there. And Big Boy still trying to close the gap. The gap is actually extending at the minute now. That is not what he wanted to see in this race. We've got another car off the road. That's Brian van der Berg. Sorry, not Brian van der Berg. It's Cool Guy off the road in turn 4. I don't think he's picked up any damage from it, luckily enough. But a man who's going to be closing onto the back of him pretty quickly is Noof Squid in the sister Alpha Tauri. So he makes his way down the back straight once again. Not quite close enough to get DRS at the minute. 2.2 seconds is the gap. He's going to need to close that gap a lot more if he's going to get DRS on Cool Guy here. So they made their way down. Second back straight once again into the complex we go. Cool Guy closing the gap to Eat My Dust in front. But this is looking very handy for the Mercedes cars. At the minute, they're both going to be, as it stands, P2 and 3 on the grid, side by side of each other, which is not a bad place to be as New Jersey Ananas begins the final lap of this Prime Formula Racing League sprint race before we go into the main event. Cool Guy running very wide on the exit turn 1 there, just about keeps it together and keeps it within the track boundaries. As he makes his way down the back straight once again. Into the chicane once again. Cool Guy can't quite close the gap. He's starting to get it now, but he's not got DRS on this occasion. He was too far back at the detection. I don't think that is going to play into his hands at all. He's going to be dueling it out with Eat My Dust in the final few corners here in this sprint race. Meanwhile, back at the front, New Jersey Ananas makes his way round. He is going to take the sprint here in the Prime Formula Racing League. He takes the sprint in Abu Dhabi. Big Boy is going to come home for P2. And where's this going to be? Eat My Dust is still defending hard from Cool Guy. Cool Guy is all over his bumper. Cool Guy's going to try and go to the outside in the final corner. There's contact between the two of them. And Eat My Dust has to correct it. Cool Guy nicks it P3. But that might be a head-turning incident. It did look like Cool Guy may have squeezed Eat My Dust there on the inside. Did he give him enough room? I'm not quite sure. That might be one for the steward's room later on. New Squids comes home for P5. Benny is home in P6. Brian van der Berg will come home P7. And Amo Mina will come home for P8. But that means New Jersey Ananas, quick in qualifying, quick in the sprint. He's on pole position for the main race. Guys, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly for the main event. Welcome back, guys, to the Pro Formula Racing League. The formation lap for the main race is underway. We made our way around 14 laps. We're doing 25% race distance here in Abu Dhabi this evening. As we saw earlier from the sprint race, New Jersey Ananas is on pole position. Big Boy is alongside him in P2. Cool Guy, very controversially, which might get looked at by the stewards later on, is P3, who just snuck past Eat My Dust with a bit of contact at the beginning. So Eat My Dust is P4, Cool Guy's P3, Noof Squid is P5, Benny is P6, Brian van der Berg P7, Atmo Mina is P8, Thinking Nade is P9, Magnum's P10, and Phil Pot is at the back in P11. As they make their way down the back straight, all cars just trying to get tyre temperature into a nice operating window. And that man who isn't warming tyres up really is New Jersey Ananas. He's just staying dead straight at the minute, along with well, Big Boy was, but now he is weaving. New Jersey Ananas barely warming up his tyres for the start of this race. That looks like Cool Guy maybe AFK there. He's not in the session, so I think he may have had a disconnection, so a few cars might pass his AI in the first couple of laps. They make their way to the grid. Cars nicely bunched up, nobody really getting away from each other or dropping too far back, which is good to see. Cool Guy's just rejoined the session, so he should be in for the start of the race, hopefully. So they make their way to the grid. New Jersey Ananas on pole, Big Boy alongside him. Who is gonna get the better getaway out of the two? Well, we're about to find out as the cars take their positions on the grid and we wait for the 5 red lights to come on and for us to be underway for the 4th and final round of the Prime Formula Racing League, the EU division, the 4th round of the EU division and the final round of the season, before we go to next season. And it's season 1 for the EU division, as I think we've got a problem here, because this should have synced already. I think we may have a problem. I think it may be down to the fact that Cool Guy has just joined. He's left the session and it's yeah, it's screwed the lobby over. So I think we may be going to a lobby reset here, guys. I do apologise, but unfortunately the F1 game seems to be full of these bugs at the minute. So I'll just wait to find out what's going by. Even if this race goes away, I think we'll be going to a new lobby. And we are going to a new lobby. So guys, apologies about that. Stay tuned and we'll be back shortly.